A benevolent advisor gives a painful but well thought out notice of resignation to a player that has been like a son to him. The caring mentor will not leave his post to just anyone. He's given careful thought to the question of whom his successor might be. This promising young talent has drawn the attention of a multitude of suitors. His advisor has narrowed the field to 2 strong choices of representation. The former coach and longtime father figure will step back from the field of play and take his place amongst the other dedicated fans in the gallery.
Welcome in to folks around the country. Sunday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. CC Sabathia, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, H?
Matt, he's coming off a great outing in my mind. I mean, he pitched into the 9th inning. He got the win for his team. He's a guy that's durable and is able to go deep in games. Hopefully we'll see that again from him today.
So striding forward now, Don Mattingly, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Well, Matt, they're playing good ball. If you look at the standings, they got a nice comfortable lead, but comfortable can be trouble. You got to stay focused, keep your foot on the pedal, and just continue to put that opponent away, because this little lead can dwindle quick. This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
So stepping in, Chris Carter. First at bat for him here as he enters play 7th in the American League in round trippers.
Carter. Come on, big guy. Seat up, drive it right back up the box. Let's go.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Leave 1. They're down 2-0. Stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Sabathia ready with the 0-1. Grounded to first. Mattingly fields it cleanly, and stepping in and ready for another shot. Don Mattingly.
First baseman Don Mattingly.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Price ready with the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Ready once again, Don Mattingly. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Mattingly.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ball game. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again. 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. Squared that one up just a little late.
See it, drive it, let's go, kid.
Now here's the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here's Chris Carter now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Designated hitter.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Judge.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Betts moving to his left. And the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 7th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Yankees 1. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hanley Ramirez.
5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
Hey, plays it first, plays it first.
High pop-up. Castro is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Red Sox lead it 5-1. Striding in once again, Don Mattingly. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
No one better. Clutch up here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
That pitch right there, Matt, 100%. Every hitter, listen to this, every hitter in the game, he's throwing a first pitch strike 2. That's ridiculous.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow. Digging in and looking for more, Mookie Betts. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats.
Hey, we got 1 down here, 1 down.
Now the 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be two. Here's Castro for one. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs or hits here, as the error turns out to be unimportant. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. The Red Sox on top, 5-1.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road, so they are very happy with this win.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. David Price hangs win number 11 on his line as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball.
A coach admonishes a hitter about pitch selection. A player who lacks plate discipline will likely get dismantled by top-notch major league pitching.
From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show's got baseball from Yankee Stadium. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Nate Eovaldi will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, H?
Matt has lost 2 of the last 3 starts. A little bit of an inconsistent struggle, and hopefully this outing is a chance to turn it all around and start it in another direction.
Digging in now, Don Mattingly. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Mattingly.
Hey, good one.
And a ball 1-0. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Well, Matt, Rusty Valentine. Don't you love that name, by the way? Hey, look, he likes to call tall zone. He's going to go up high, and he's going to call on the knees. On the corners, he's a little tighter. But if you go up and down, you're going to get a call from Rusty.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Hardy's there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Digging in to try it again. Don Mattingly. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mattingly.
Come on now, get your pitch up there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch for 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Number 10 for him on the year. And with it, the Yankees have tied this one at 3.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
Don Mattingly will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point.
Good one up there, huh?
Come on, big guy, get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Joseph corrals it, and the throw is in time. Mattingly is retired, and there's one away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy.
Digging in once again, Mark Trumbo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly.
First offering on its way. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And this is fouled back and out of play. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Pretty good rip on it, huh?
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bourne on the run. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Don Mattingly. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Mattingly.
Into the windup and the pitch. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, look at 1 pitch right here. Come on.
1-1. Here it comes. 2-1.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 2-2 count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. Now the 1-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. He'll throw home with it. They get the force at the plate, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Ready for another chance? Don Mattingly.
First baseman, Don Mattingly.
There we go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
All right, come on now. 1 time. Let it fly, buddy.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Pitch on the way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hardy ranging into the outfield. He's got it 1 away. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, he was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. New York get their 20th home win this year. Luis Severino claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score.
Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Charlie Morton is on the mound for game 2. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's really had a tough time his last 3 outings. ERA over 9. That's basically giving up a run an inning. He just has really struggled and not been able to figure it out. They're giving him the ball, though, and anytime you get the ball, you got a chance to turn it around. We'll see if today's the day he turns it around.
Batting third.
Settling in now, Don Mattingly, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one.
What do you say?
Go, kid. One time right here.
From the belt, the pitch. Ball 1. Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, it's been a little bit of a struggle. 1-3 on the road trip. You never want to be in that position, but you try to pick up as many wins as you possibly can. That's why this game today is important.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And Ellsbury's running. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
I like it. Hard line drive on the fastball. Hit off the fastball and good things happen.
Now to the plate, Chris Carter. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
Chris Carter.
Hey, stick to your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it. See it, driving. Let's go. Right here.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Hey, great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Here's Carlos Santana now. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s.
Carlos Santana.
Wait for a good one. Drive it, kid.
He's going.
Runner goes for second. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium. The Orioles lead it 2-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Don Mattingly.
First baseman, Don Mattingly.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Hardy will make the catch. That retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Michael Bourne at the plate now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single. Ready for another shot now. Don Mattingly. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Mattingly.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, nice piece of hitting there. Now they're first and second. Now think about this for a second. If he'd allowed him to maybe steal that bag, now you're looking at driving in the run or possibly having runners at first and third as opposed to first and second.
Here's Chris Carter now. He hit a sac fly earlier. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game.
Let it rip right here. We need you.
Hit out towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. The run scores from second. It's now a 5-2 game.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Now both runners are breaking. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Bourne has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. The relay. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Oh, man, that's a total brain cramp out there on the bases. He might have thought it was going to get down, but you've got to be sure. Instead, they double him off, and that really changes this inning.
Digging in and looking for more, Don Mattingly. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. Castro rounds third and is digging for the plate. And that's going to plate the tying run from second, and we are all even at 5 aside.
I love the late inning at bats when you come up clutch right there. Big hit, tie this game.
Digging in to try it again. Chris Carter singled home a run in his last time up. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Ready once again, Carlos Santana. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The 0-2 home. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied 5-5.
Here we go.
Leading off for the Orioles, catcher Adam Jones.
Now a bunt attempt here. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
The element of surprise. He drops down the bunt, gets the single, and now you have the guy who is the possible go-ahead run on first base, and he got there with a bunt hit.
Striding in once again, J.J. Hardy. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit hard on the ground to first. Mattingly gloves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Don Mattingly. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout. Standing in, Don Mattingly. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out.
Nobody better. On him.
Here we go. Easy right here. D-Rod.
In the dirt. The throw pulls him off the bag. And a huge mistake, as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position.
Hey, when he's right here. Here you go now.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Standing in, Greg Bird. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Right here, baby. Hey, here we go. He's going.
Runners off for second. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. The 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first by Hardy for out number 1. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. Right side, hit hard. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the Yankees are going to walk off as winners.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Michael Pineda wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
player is addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. The coach advocates a more disciplined approach. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
About set for baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Yankee baseball starts now. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, as I look at this game, there's one number that jumps out to me. Opposing right-handed batters have hit under 200. He has dominated them. So I know he's looking at this lineup and figuring out who are the guys I can get out. And I right now look right at those right-handed hitters.
First baseman.
Striding in, Don Mattingly. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Yankees come up empty. We played an inning in the Bronx. No score here on the show. Digging in for his second at-bat, Don Mattingly. He'll be the one to lead it off against Ubaldo Jimenez. Back at it now is Jimenez as he's able to jump ahead in the count quickly here. 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Kim moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Matt Wieters comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Wieters.
A bullet to first base. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.J. Hardy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hardy.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Right side. Beautiful dot. He gathers the throw to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. The 1-1 now to Jones. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. Digging in once again, Don Mattingly. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Mattingly.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
And that'll be the 4th wide one, so put runners at the corners here with 1 man gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Here's Chris Carter now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Chris Carter.
First pitch of the at-bat, and there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time. It sailed a bit on him there, and that moves 2 men into scoring position now with only 1 gone.
Drive that pitch now, eh?
From the belt, kicks and deals. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is under it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Trevor Plouffe.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Harold, Dan, and I are back at Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Digging in, Don Mattingly. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
The short hit hard. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. Striding in once again, Don Mattingly. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
There's 2 pitches in a row, Matt, that were away. If this is any indication how he's going to pitch him the rest of that bat, he's saying you're going to beat me the other way. Nothing inside for him to pull. If you want to hit it, take it the other way.
And a barehanded pickup. Touche, sir. A couple of walks, but no damage. 10 innings in the books. On to the 11th. Still tied. Ready for another shot now. Don Mattingly. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss. That ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it. Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Hey, your turn. Drop him in. Here you go. You be right here.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he is out at the plate, trying to end it once and for all, but we will play another inning as the side is retired.
Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held onto it in the bottom to secure this win.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Wade Miley claims the win out of the pen, his first. Zach Britton wraps it up for the save, his 29th of the year. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line scored tonight. First for the victorious Orioles. 3 runs on 10 hits.
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Yankees. Yankee baseball starts now. CC Sabathia, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, he has really pitched well at home, and I don't know if it's the energy from the fans or he feels comfortable on this mound. However way you want to slice it, he's thrown well at home, and I think we'll get another good performance at home in this game.
So coming to the plate, Don Mattingly. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. And he'll snap one over to first, and he'll be back in standing up.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh? All right, this is you, let's go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, they're feeling it right now. You know, they're starting to play good ball. They're really playing good. And they're closing in on a division, and this time of the summer, it's all about baseball. You come to the park, the grass is green, you smell the hot dogs, and you're excited to play, even in the afternoon during batting practice, and that's what I see with this club right now.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. On to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Don Mattingly. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Don Mattingly.
Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Chased a bad one there, 1-1. Now that's popped up. Tomlinson on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in once again, Don Mattingly. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Mattingly.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
First off, very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, I like the can up there, huh?
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
1-1. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
There you go. Let's fly.
Set to deal on 2-2. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. 2 outs here with a runner at third.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go. Hey, let it fly right here.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Here's Chris Carter now, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning.
Chris Carter.
Hey, look at one pitch right here. Come on now.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And Panik will make the catch, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 5 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Ready for another shot now. Don Mattingly. Over 2 with a walk for him so far.
Don Mattingly.
And this is fouled straight back. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left.
Hey, get a good one.
1-2. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path. Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Jake Peavy claims the win out of the pen, his first. Sergio Romo closes the door for the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Our final line score.
Rain falling here in the tri-state area as we close in on game time at Yankee Stadium. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, if you look at his numbers, it's not going to blow you away. But he's an important guy to this team. He eats up innings. He continues to keep them in games. And if he gets a little luck along the way, he may walk away with more wins than losses.
Digging in now, Don Mattingly. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Come on.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Harold Reynolds, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matt, they're feeling it right now. You know, they're starting to play good ball. They're really playing good. And they're closing in on a division. And this time of the summer, it's all about baseball. You come to the park, the grass is green, you smell the hot dogs, and you're excited to play, even in the afternoon during batting practice. And that's what I see with this club right now. Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Matt, Freddie might call a few strikes below the knees in this one, but he tends to get pretty good reviews. Players don't argue a whole lot. He's consistent. He almost never impacts the game in a negative way.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, we're playing cat and mouse already in the first inning. Look, I know it's a 3-ball count, but I don't think he's pitching around him because look at the on-deck circle. That guy's a pretty good hitter, too.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Here's Chris Carter now, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Rip it up.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
High pop-up. Belt is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair. We are still scoreless. Striding in once again, Brandon Belt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Brandon Belt.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. We'll see the exciting young shortstop Starlin Castro lead things off when we return. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. San Francisco leads this one 1-0. Ready for another chance? Don Mattingly.
First baseman Don Mattingly.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, I'm not big on the first pitch changeup, but right there I liked it. He got out front of the swing, and now you got a strike.
Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Ready once again, Don Mattingly. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Mattingly.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Gillespie is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in to try it again, Connor Gillespie. Last time through was a base hit.
Connor Gillespie.
Down now, here we go.
1-1, here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Castro has it. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Digging in once again, Don Mattingly. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Mattingly.
And they start him with one high and away for ball 1.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Ball 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Carter. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And there he goes towards second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. Digging in and looking for more, Trevor Plouffe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Stepping up to the plate, Didi Gregorius, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Trying to hold the lead, here's the delivery. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
I love the late inning at-bats when they come up clutch right there. Big hit, tie this game.
Ready for another shot now, Hunter Pence. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this... And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. On to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Stepping up now, Don Mattingly. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Masterful job of changing eye levels. A fastball up and in, and then a curveball down and away. It's got him in a little bit of a rocking chair situation. I'm curious what he'll throw here. That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Mattingly is retired. 2 down now. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Brandon Crawford.
Grounded softly to the right. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now in the box, Don Mattingly. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley.
Touch up for us, kid. Here we go.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Ripped down the line. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And the Yankees are going to walk off as winners.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
And the Yankees offense was led in large part by this man, Jacoby Ellsbury. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, you could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
A 1-run finish, 4-3 the final tally today. Adam Warren earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees.
Welcome in to folks around the country. Sunday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Michael Pineda will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Harold, what do you got?
Well, this has been a little bit of a mystery. I mean, he really struggles at home. You got the home crowd behind you. You got the mound you're used to pitching on an awful lot. But he hasn't been able to get it together. Maybe this is the game that turns it all around for him at his home ballpark.
Stepping in, Hunter Pence. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey's in this lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit.
Now at the plate, Don Mattingly. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Line drive to center field, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
That's a strong hitter right there. Slider in on his hands, and he still is able to muscle it out far enough for a base hit.
Standing in, Chris Carter. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club.
Carter. There you go.
2 out with the man at first. Hit well on the ground to first. Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Ready for another chance? Don Mattingly.
First baseman, Don Mattingly.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Hey, see it and drive it up.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Posey's got it, and the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Eduardo Nunez.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
He's been looking really good. Another hit, another multi-hit game. This hot streak has been really fun to watch him perform.
Striding in once again, Buster Posey. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Let's turn it. Come on now.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
You know, it's not often a guy sits in a count 0-2 and gets a base hit, and the pitcher still feels like 0-2, I got a battle. But that was the case here as he battled back and got a hit down 0-2.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Don Mattingly. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I'm sitting here shaking my head. I'm tripping, man. I mean, I've never watched a guy throw this many strikes. First pitch strike, he's 100% in the game. Every batter, first pitch or strike.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on, and you knew he was going to waste a pitch right there, 0-2. But right now you can still make him chase out of the zone, and you got a chance to get out of this jam.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Yanks strand a pair. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Ready once again, Angel Pagan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Angel Pagan.
Got 1 down now. 1 down.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another shot now. Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly.
Hey, come on now. One time.
Casillas ready. First pitch on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Santiago Casilla earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Sergio Romo records the save, his 24th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody. First opened in the 2000. A look there at Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball, and it's next on the show. Colin Mchugh, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, if you're wondering why he's had a good year, it points to one number for me. They're batting under 250. Everybody, righties, lefties, switch hitters, whoever's coming at him. And when you're able to keep that number under 250, you're giving your team a chance to win games. And we'll see if he can do that in this one.
Batting third, first baseman.
Striding into the box, Don Mattingly. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Grounded back up the middle. Gets dirty and gloves it. It's late. He's safe. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues. Here's Chris Carter now.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Your pitch. Right here. Let's
now the 0-1. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Nice. I see you working. Check your outfielders.
Digging in, Trevor Plouffe. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season.
Trevor Plouffe.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go. Hey, I ripped that up there, huh?
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Here's Didi Gregorius, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Bases are loaded here, 2 down.
Hey, see it up, drive it the other way. Let's go, big dog.
This is pulled into right. Springer is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Yankees leave them loaded. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Ready now, Colby Rasmus. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. The 1-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in once again, Don Mattingly.
The first baseman, Don Mattingly.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, that's an unusual pitch. He tried to sneak a backdoor cutter. You don't see it very often. He tried to sneak it in there, almost got it too.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Come on, baby. Need a pitch. Right now.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Trying to pick things up where he left off.
Now
Preston Tucker. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready for another shot now. Don Mattingly. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Mattingly.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0 with it. It's 1-2.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
That one bends around the zone, and it's 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys.
In now, Jake Marisnick. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Marisnick.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Ready once again, Don Mattingly, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does.
So coming to the plate, Don Mattingly, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
The 0-1 pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Runner at third here, nobody out.
Hey, your turn now, your turn. Drive him in. Clutch up for us, baby.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
Hey, keep it going, keep it going. Clutch up for us.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Gaddis goes to get it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt. Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-5 tonight's final. Adam Warren wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Dylan Betances records the save, his 26th. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line.
MLB The Show's in the heart of Texas on a Wednesday night at Minute Maid Park. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Dallas Keuchel will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, I love watching this guy pitch, and particularly when he's got runners in scoring position. He's a guy that gets better when he has runners on base. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he gets in a jam. What does he do to get out of these jams where his numbers look so good with runners in scoring position?
Batting third, first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Don Mattingly. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. And Harold, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Matt, when you're on a struggling team, you always look around and say, this is win night. We got the ace on the mound. I don't care how poor you're playing. When your ace is throwing, you feel like you got a chance to win that game.
Hey, get one up there, huh?
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Don Mattingly. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mattingly.
Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
Man, did that fool him. What a great pitch. That was an ugly swing, wasn't it?
Fouled straight back.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Ready for another chance? Don Mattingly, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show. Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
1-2. Here it comes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Designated hitter, Chris Carter.
Let it fly right here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th, all tied at 1-1. Ready for another shot now, Don Mattingly, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
The 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, wait for your pitch right there, huh?
Here we go.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2, and he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Alex Bregman.
Slow grounder to first. Mattingly is right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Hey, when you go out there and punch out 11 hitters and you put your team in a great position to win a ball game, you deserve all of the recognition that comes your way.
Three to 2, the finish in tonight's game. Ken Giles claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error.
Friday night baseball under the dome at Tropicana Field. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Chris Archer will be the starter for the Rays in this one. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year for him so far. I mean, he's had some ups and some downs. He's had some decent games, some poor games. An ERA in the 4s. That tells me the story of his season has been inconsistency.
In now, Don Mattingly. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s.
Mattingly.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And Harold, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Come on, big guy.
Another 0-2 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. Casale has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, Matt, this lineup is interesting to me because they're not a club that's going to hit for a lot of average. Not many guys in the lineup. You look at the lineup, the numbers are not there. They're in the bottom 3rd in the league as a team in batting average, so that's tough.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Don Mattingly. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
In the dirt here. Throw over to 3rd here, and he is safe at 3rd as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so they'll go ahead and give him the freebie here.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Here's Chris Carter now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Designated hitter.
3rd inning, no score to this point. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases loaded situation, that could drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yankees leave them loaded. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s.
Here we go.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play. Ready once again, Don Mattingly. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Well, that first pitch single right there is something we haven't seen much this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Carter. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Chris Carter.
Let's go, kid. One time, right here. Runner,
and there he goes towards second. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's his first base hit in this one. And the Yankees are going to have first and third now to start the inning as he's in there safely. Digging in to try it again, Evan Longoria. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Baseman, Evan Longoria.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in and looking for more, Don Mattingly. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. On to Forsythe covering, and that ends the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. The Rays 4 and the Yankees 1. Settling in now, Kevin Kiermaier. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Kiermaier.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A diving stop coming off the bag. The throw. A great stab, but this will be scored a base hit as the hitter reaches first without a play.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Chris Archer earned his 5th win of the year, so that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Hope your weekend's going well. Time for Saturday night baseball from Tropicana Field. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Alex Cobb will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, first things first, Matt. Check out that ERA. Under 3. He's having a nice season. He's not going to blow you away with unreasonable gaudy numbers, but anytime you're under 3, you're having a really solid season. If he's able to execute his pitches, he may walk out of here with a win today.
Batting third.
So
baseman.
Coming to the plate, Don Mattingly. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Dickerson. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Yankees nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Kevin Kiermaier.
No one out now.
Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. This is on the ground over to first. Mattingly has it. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Don Mattingly comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Mattingly.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Swing and a line drive. And another foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Digging in once again, Don Mattingly. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. On the ground to third. Taken in by Longoria. On to Forsythe covering, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead it 2-1. Taylor Motter steps into the box. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Taylor Motter.
Hey, now we got 2.
To first, Mattingly ranges to his left, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Here's the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Now
1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Hanley
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Rays. They still trail it here 2-1. Striding in once again, Don Mattingly. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Well, that's the danger of throwing fastballs back to back. The guy measures the first one, then he times the second one, gets the base hit.
Ready once again, Chris Carter. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Designated hitter, Chris Carter.
Go, need you right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, 90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Hey, drive him in for us. Let's go. We need you.
Drilled to the right side. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. Throws there, and he's dead at home plate. Ready for another shot now. Matt Duffy. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Designated hitter,
On the ground to the right side. Gloved by Castro. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Don Mattingly.
first baseman, Don Mattingly.
Come on now.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat right now.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Yankees 5, the Rays 2.
Hey, anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-2 the final score tonight. Tyler Clippard claims the win out of the pen, his first. Dylan Betances records the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Day baseball coming your way here on a Sunday afternoon from Tropicana Field. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jake Odorizzi will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping up now, Don Mattingly. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Mattingly.
Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And Harold, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
And Matt, you always want to win 2 of the 3 games. I mean, today is a big game because you walk away and you start adding up those numbers in the series. You go, we won 2 out of 3 there. That's the goal for every team, to win 2 out of 3 in the series.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, I like Jerry Hillsdale, and so do the hitters and pitchers. We won't see a whole lot of arguing with his strike zone. He's one of the better guys in the league. Really consistent.
Fouled back. Again, he sends it out of play. And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Nothing in the Yankees half of the first. Tampa Bay's first set of swings back after this on MLB Network. Striding in once again, Don Mattingly. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Mattingly.
Like you can, come on.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
Hey, drive it deep, Big Doc. Here we go.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one gets away.
No ball, 2 strikes.
A throw to the plate, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness.
Hey, stick your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Come on, kid. Get on for it. Here we go.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler down the line. Longoria barehands it. How about that?
He's going to get a lot of praise from his pitcher after a play like that. A textbook example of a player staying in control of his body and finishing with a strong, accurate throw to the base.
Ready for another chance? Logan Morrison comes
7.
into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Mattingly is there for it. 2 down.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Digging in once again, Don Mattingly. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Fouled back.
Go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning.
Kiermaier.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. There's our line score through the first 4.5. And these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Digging in to try it again. Steven Souza. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Hey, 2 outs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to first. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Don Mattingly. 0-for-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And this will be fouled away. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
Here it comes on 1-1. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout.
Well, now we're seeing the combination of the 2-seamer and the cutter. That is a lethal combination because now he's taken away the ability of the hitter to sit on one direction of the pitch.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2. Chris Carter will be next. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead. Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
5-2 the final today. Trevor Bauer wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Dylan Betances earns the save out of the bullpen, his 28th on the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Game 1 here in the month of August between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Bartolo Colon will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, his last 3 outings have been, I'd say, inconsistent. They haven't been good. His ERA is over 4, just giving up too many runs. And when you give up that many runs, you're not going to win games.
Into the box, Don Mattingly. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Granderson. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Yankees turned away early. Mets coming to bat. It's the Subway Series on MLB Network. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Don Mattingly. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Throw back to first by Colon. And a dive, but he's back in.
Get your pitch, huh?
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back. Striding in once again, Don Mattingly. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Did a good rip on it, huh?
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half.
Ouch, that one hit him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Carter. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First and second now, 1 man out.
Pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Gardner rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, we're in the 6th inning. We finally get our first base hit to drive in a run. What a pitching battle we're witnessing. Will we see any more runs scored is the question.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Trevor Plouffe.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Steal, run.
Now both runners are breaking. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Johnson ranging into shallow right, and that's the second out of the inning. And they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out. Yankees forced to settle for 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but just fouled. Ready for another shot now. James Loney. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Loney.
Sabathia pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. Rounded to the right. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. Now they got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
Ready once again, Don Mattingly. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Mattingly.
First pitch on its way. Reaches and hits this one hard the other way, and this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for.
Hey,
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Chris Carter. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-2. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead this one 3-0. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. CC Sabathia earned his 9th win of the year. Bartolo Colon is tagged with the loss despite giving up only 2 unearned runs. Dylan Betances hammers down the save, his 29th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line.